G'day guys, what's going on? Welcome to my round 4 review. I scored 2,046 in the top 4% with a season rank of 6,679. So we went up 10k spots, nearly 11k, which is unreal. So a really good week from me there. Just lost in draft there, so not too happy about that one. And then just missed out on one of the tips this week. So I think I actually changed from Saints to Port last minute, so that was a bit silly. Could have been 8 for 8, but getting to the side. So pretty decent week from me. Pretty happy about it, to be honest. Finally getting the greens going up the ranks. So last week traded out a few guys to get in Marich, Humphrey and Bice. So that worked out really well. Bice is just an unbelievable rookie, 124. Love to see that. So we have used 2 boost trades already. So only got 3 left with 34 trades, but I've got that 161k in the bank there, so can kind of bring in anyone I want. Anyway, so in defence, Sinclair, he's been unreal ever since I bought him in. I got the 118, which was pretty nice. The week before, he went nuts with a 162 against Richmond, so yeah, he's been a good pickup. It would have been awesome to start him, but yeah, just didn't have the guts to after like an interrupted preseason. But yeah, he's definitely a trade-in target if you guys don't have him, but probably wouldn't pay up for him now. He's going to keep going up in price, so that's the only concern. He's got a 160 there in the past against the Giants, so that's interesting. But yeah, I probably would just wait. He seems to be a bit too expensive if you want to get him in, but if you can afford it somehow and it makes sense for your structure, then maybe go ahead with it. Sheasel bounced back, which was good to see. So he started playing back in halfback, which was nice. So yeah, got the Suns this week, which will be an interesting matchup. I'm keen to watch that game. But yeah, 144, which is really good. Some people might have traded him out, which you'd be a bit filthy about. But yeah, I think he was on like about 18 touches, like about 5 minutes into the second quarter, which was ridiculous. And then Roberts was pretty poor. But yeah, we can't really do too much about these guys like Roberts and Short. I think I'm just going to hold them for majority of the season, just luxury upgrades at this point. I think Short was okay. I think he's really due for a 100, but he can't even ton up, so it's really embarrassing. But yeah, Trainer's nearly outscoring him, so he's actually been pretty good. He's got a low break even now, negative 51, so going to make us a bit of cash. And if you keep scoring like this, then it'll be a good fieldable option for us, and if they get pumped by Freo this week, then it should be good for us as well, for Short and Trainer, hopefully. But yeah, Short's break-even's only like 81, so I don't really have much need to trade him out at this point. I think he's going to ton up at some point, surely, like at least against Gold Coast. I think he likes playing against them. They're coming up shortly, but even this week, I hope, maybe he can ton up for us, but who knows? It's just been pretty disappointing owning Short, but yeah, can't really do too much about that. And Reid will be back as well, so it'll be interesting to see who we're going to field. Bice will definitely be getting fielded because he's just an absolute gun with that 124, probably even a VC option, eh? No, I don't know. He's a gun, so he's going to make a lot of cash. Would you bring him in at 203k? Probably worth it. He's still got a negative 98 break even, so you probably could if you wanted to. If you need like a good rookie, doubt he'll get dropped ever, so yeah, he's going to go up heaps, so that's really good that we bought him in. What an absolute beast. Leak, we got him on the bench, so he's just a bit of a dead rookie. I don't really know what I'm going to do with him at this point. I think I'm just going to have to hold him. Not many other rookies that are coming to my mind at the moment that I want to get into the side. I think there's Travaglia and Hall. They seem to be like a couple of good options that'll make a fair bit of cash for us. If you do want to get some rookies in this week that'll be on the bubble, I'd probably go with those guys. And yeah, Sarong, he finally bounced back and with a 142, like bit stiff. I think he scored, got about like 38 touches or something, close to 40. Had a few tackles, like about 8 tackles as well. So yeah, 142. I thought he should have got a bit higher of a score, to be honest, compared to like Brayshaw is around the same sort of mark as him. And I think he played a little bit better compared to Brayshaw. He should have got like 150, but it is what it is. Happy to see a 142 from him. Finally starting to get some reward for starting Sarong after a couple shocking games to the start of the season. But yeah, Richmond this week, clear VC option if he's early in the week, or a C option. So yeah, that's good to see. If you got Brayshaw, you'll be happy with that as well. So and then Neil, he got 130, so that was good. Bit disappointing, kind of like an awkward score for a captain score. You know, a 130. You probably want to get like a 150, but you can't win them all, can you? So 130 is pretty good though. We'll take that. Probably one of the better scores I've had recently from my captain. Like pretty bad for the first couple of weeks, to be honest. But yeah, 130 was alright. And then Chera, he was average. He seems to be like one of the top scoring Blues for most of like the starting games, but I think this week Walsh and Hewitt outscored him. Yeah, Akers is up there as well. So Hewitt's one of those guys who's pretty interesting. Like he's got a great fixture coming up. He's going to be on the bubble. He's going to be going up in heaps in cash. Well, not really. He's just pretty consistent. I probably wouldn't go there unless you want to bring him in as like a keeper. Then you'd bring him in for that reason. But if you're just trying to like chase points or just have someone there, I probably wouldn't do it unless you have like heaps of trades left and you want him to just be a consistent scorer in your team and maybe a luxury upgrade, or he could even be a keeper for you guys. But personally, I probably wouldn't suggest doing that this week. I've got Chera anyway, so he's pretty much a replacement. They got West Coast, so it'll be interesting to see if they actually win that game or not. But yeah, surely they do. Chera, yeah, he'll be in for a big game. Same with like all the Carlton mids, you would imagine. So yeah, probably hold on to the Carlton players if you got them, just because their fixture coming up, it's pretty nice. Like West Coast, North, Cats, probably even good for them as well. Adelaide will be interesting, but yeah, pretty nice. They got North and West Coast like, you know, back to back like twice, and before the actual buys, I think. Oh, they got the round 12 buy, but yeah, West Coast and North coming up again, so they got them 2 times, which is crazy. So yeah, like the Blues players for that reason. Then we got Oliver with a 98, which was a bit of a surprise. I honestly thought he would score a lot higher against the Cats, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing really. His fixture is pretty good as well coming up. Hawthorn is probably the one where he'll get tagged, or him or Petrarca maybe, but maybe Durham goes to him against the Bombers this week, but I'm not too sure about that. I think he should have a bounce back game. And then Callahan's been disappointing, so most people have him, and yeah, I think he has to go at this point. Like he just really hasn't been as good compared to the start of the season, where he got the 140. He's just really dropped off, which is pretty disappointing. He looks like a guy that could be, he could have been a keeper, but who knows? We'll have to just, I think I'm going to get rid of him. Got the Saints this week, so could see a little bounce back game, but yeah, I was a bit shocked when I saw like Tom Green come back so early at the start of the season, so that might have affected his scoring. But yeah, he seems to like not be as good as I thought he would be. So I might actually just jump off of him at the moment, just because I think like at the end of the day he's not going to be a top 8 midfielder. So might as well just jump off now and get like an actual primo in, since I've got the 161k in the bank. I think it makes sense. Like you could hold him if you wanted to. If you had like bigger issues on your field, like didn't have many rookies down back that were scoring well, like Connor O'Sullivan, missed him, which was a bit frustrating, to be honest. Probably should have bought him in, but yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? But yeah, O'Sullivan got 100, I think, so he's going to be on the bubble a fair bit as well. So you can't bring him in now though, I don't think. 268k, probably not worth it. A bit late, missed the boat, but at this point, I don't think he'll be getting dropped. I think he'll stay in the team for the rest of the season, and it'll be up to like College Asney to prove his fitness and that he can actually outplay O'Sullivan. I think he's actually cemented his spot in the side now, so I don't think he'll be getting dropped. He'll be a nice rookie for everyone that has him. I'm just a bit salty as a Cats fan that didn't even bring him in. It's a bit silly there. You know, wearing Joel's number 14, it obviously made sense that he was going to be getting a few games. I just thought that it wasn't going to happen until like next year or something. But yeah, he seems like he's matured and his body's all good. So yeah, that was a bad miss from me. And we got Marek in. He was pretty good, 88. He kind of did nothing in the last quarter, so that was a bit disappointing. Wanted him to get like a 100 at least or a 90, but yeah, he couldn't get there. But he still has a negative break even, so that's good for us. I kind of just traded him in just like in the hopes that maybe he does get DPP status like for the defender line, so then we could probably swing him down back at some point as like a rookie option if we wanted to do that. So that's probably on the cards there as well. And I was just having a look at the injury list. So McGovern seems to be 2 to 4 weeks, but I'd be highly surprised if he came back in 2 weeks, which would be like what, next week, would it? Yeah. I think he won't be coming back for a while because they got Adelaide gather round next week. So obviously he won't be back then. Do they play in Perth after that? They do, I think. Yes. It's a bit slow for some reason. So maybe he comes back around 6. I think it would be unlikely. So I think, I think they wouldn't rush him back because he's had heaps of injury complaints in the past. It'd be pretty unlikely that he comes back in 2 weeks. But that when he does come back, it might affect Marich's role. But is it Marich or Marek? Marek, I think. But yeah, I just think that, even when he was playing the game, he got injured. Like he scored that 123, so he seemed to still score well with McGovern in the side. So probably not much downside really. There's got that 72. The first game of the season was pretty poor though, so I don't really know what happened there. I don't think he got too many of the kick-ins. Got the DFS up. So Nathan O'Driscoll, not too sure about him. We'll just have to wait for the reports to come out. So he had like an ankle complaint, I believe it was, and I think he got subbed out. I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check that. But 46 was pretty poor from him. Hopefully he can pull through this week against Richmond, which would be nice for us. And yeah, we got Reed down here with the 73. He played pretty decent as well. So he's going to be versing Richmond as well. So I'm pretty keen about that. So I've got a fair few good rookies here. And then Ashcroft just played the Tigers as well, I believe. Yeah, so he got the 87, which was nice. He's going to make us a fair bit of cash as well. And then we got Nevitt here, who I didn't even realise had a pretty big day that on the Friday there. So I kind of just missed that opportunity to trade him out. I think he got managed, so I think he's someone that's going to still make a bit of money. He just has to come back in to this team. And apparently Jai Clark just played pretty well in the VFL recently, so that's a bit interesting who they're going to select. So I know that Jack Henry did get injured, I believe, so there is a spot opening for someone, so could be Nevitt. But, I think that Clark was actually proving a point in the VFL. So, yeah, he could be named. And, Blitzarv's actually was sick or something, so he's actually missed. So he'll probably come back in. So Nevitt probably won't come back, actually. And then Henderson, there's actually talk that he might get dropped this week. So with a 32, probably likely, but hopefully not the case. And then Camprioli, I don't know why he's not getting named. He should be back in the team, surely, with Carlton losing. Hopefully they bring him back in. I think he's someone that's more likely to get named again compared to like a Leak. I don't really know if Leak's ever going to come back. He's just a dead rookie for me. And then De Koning, 101, pretty decent. Not the greatest though. Some people might have VC'd him, but he's gone up in cash now. Got the 108 break even. So there is a question like, do you just flick him off now for Gawn? Probably not. He's got West Coast. I think he should dominate BJ Williams, or if they bring Flynn back in, he probably will go nuts against them. And then the question is, when does Pitnett come in? I'll probably just hold him throughout and see how he goes. I think he's someone, so yeah, he's 1 week away, so Pitnett's probably coming back this week, but I feel like De Koning's one of those guys that just accumulates SuperCoach points for doing nothing, so I'll just ride him, ride out his lows and highs. I think he'll be fine. And North Geelong, not a bad sort of lineup coming up. So I think North will be the hard one, obviously, with Cherry, but Cherry hasn't been playing the greatest either. And Nankervis, pretty disappointing. He's only got the 116 break even there. Got a 159 last time he versed the Dockers, so keen to see how he goes this week, especially with the news that Luke Jackson might be out because I think he was injured in the last quarter, but Sean Darcy should also be coming back next week. Yeah, he's a test now, so you would imagine that he'll come back in, so he'll probably be up against Darcy. But still, he could actually be a cheeky VC option, or maybe not. Maybe I'd go Sarong, actually. So McRae's at 500k already, which is ridiculous. Still has like 88 break even. Someone's probably going to get the tag this week. You would imagine it will be McRae against the Giants. So hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully Steele comes back this week. He hasn't actually dropped in price yet, Steele, either. Hopefully they just target Steele instead of Sinclair and McRae for my sake. And then the Horny Man, 153, crazy stuff. I think he kicked like 3 goals, which was crazy. So that's good to see. So the Port mids, one of them will probably be getting the heavy tag for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully it's not the Horny Man. Fingers crossed it's Zach Butters against Hawthorn and Sydney coming up for our sakes. So then we can get Zach Butters in later when he drops in price. Fingers crossed. But yeah, Rosie seemed to actually cop a tag today, which was a bit of a surprise. So you'd be pretty annoyed if you're a Rosie owner. What do you do with him? Not too sure. Probably move him on if you don't think he's a actual top 8 midfielder or a keeper, but if you picked him, you probably picked him as a keeper, so you'd probably just hold on to him in that sense. And then Bailey Smith played pretty good as well with the 71 break even, so yeah, I think he should be ready to start going nuts. 108 was a pretty nice score from him. I didn't think he would go that well, but yeah, that was good to see. And Caleb Daniel, 92, he's just going pretty good for us. 26 break even. He's just going to keep going up in price, which is nice. Humphrey was bloody annoying. Brought him in. Seemed to be playing like full forward for most of the game. Had some rotations into the midfield. But yeah, bit of a stitch up. He's got a good run coming up, so I'm not too concerned about it. Still has a break even of 18. And yeah, he's got North coming up. Should be right to go at least 100 against the next 2 opponents, you would imagine. Richmond and North, and then Sydney, he should score well as well in that, because you would imagine like someone else like Rao would be getting tagged and he might be getting more of the ball, so hopefully you can start to make a bit of coin for us. Don't plan to trade him out for a while until he's by, maybe. Yeah, I think I'll just try and get a few price rises out of him. Davidson was a bit disappointing, but after the week before where he got like the 129, great stuff. Can't complain. He still has a negative 32 break even. So, yeah, someone that you can field comfortably every week, you would imagine. Just a bit of a down game. And then, yeah, Reed seems to be like another guy that's really good. And, yeah, keen to see how he goes against Richmond. Could have his highest game, highest score of the season. So that's exciting, and yeah, he should get to 300k in no time. And yeah, the Dons players are coming back this week, and same with the Hawks, so that's good. So Kako will be available, and no more buys, thank God. So yeah, had a pretty nice score. If it wasn't best 18, I would have scored really well, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so I've got a couple options here. Probably the one that I'll go with is getting rid of Callaghan. So that leaves me with 601k, which is a bit annoying because I actually wanted to just swap him over, do a straight swap to Merritt. I think that could be the play. I think my computer's a bit bloody laggy at the moment. Let me just refresh it. Well, yeah, the idea was to but yeah, Callaghan's bloody dropped in price, which is annoying. So, you know, I picked Callaghan not thinking that he was going to be a keeper, just like someone who would make us a bit of money and score well at the same time, but doesn't seem to be able to do that. So Merritt's only in 8.2% of teams, it looks like. And yeah, with the news that Caldwell has just done his hamstring apparently, and there's no like estimated return date, I think that Merritt is just due to go absolutely crazy. But yeah, the problem is I don't have enough coin for him, so I'll probably have to make 2 trades there. But I believe that Parrish is also due to come back, so he's probably someone that we could monitor, start to monitor there. But I think, yeah, Merritt's just super consistent every year, so I think I might just take the punt at that price. I think it's fair enough. He's only dropped like 12k, but I think I'll just take him because I was looking at the matchups here, and if we go to inside mids, Essendon, so he's got Melbourne, good matchup, West Coast Collingwood, yeah, great. Look at that. Buy green. There's no red until like round 19, which is ridiculous. So I think, or you could go someone like from Hawthorn, who's got the good matchup as well, but I don't think I like anyone from Hawthorn. I'd much rather have Merritt. So I think that is a very juicy lineup there. Probably will get tagged here against Sydney. But other than that, I think it's worth the risk and see if they can even tag him. He'll probably be in unbelievable form at that point in the season. But so yeah, I can do that. Oh, well, I can't do that. I'd have to make another trade. So that's probably what I'd have to do, is do another trade, which makes sense because I think at this point in the season needs to get another rookie that is making cash for us as soon as they can, because the bench is starting to have some rookies on here that are dead and not going to be making cash for us. So I think I just have to grab someone like a Clay Hall. What did Dudley score, actually? So yeah, probably wouldn't go Dudley. I think Clay Hall has the best job security. So yeah, Whitfield's another guy that's coming in to most people's teams, which makes sense. Got the Saints this week, so he should be in for a monster score. But personally, I probably wouldn't do it for my team. It makes sense. If you don't have like a Sinclair or a Sheasel, then yeah, grab him. But for me, probably not. Haven't really played around too much. Like if I used a boost, what would that look like if I got rid of Short, actually? Could just try and do that. But yeah, not too keen on using the boost this week. Just see what I can do though. But yeah, then I'd have to get some money from someone else, maybe like a Nevitt, potentially. Could I afford, what could I afford here? Grab a Whitfield, then I've only got 600k. Just grab Clay Hall maybe. It's a bit laggy for me. I was also looking at getting in Max Gawn potentially. Only leaves me with like 473. It's not ideal, is it? Who else could you get? Is there anyone around that price that I even want? What's Rankin at? No, can't get Rankin. Chad Warner should be getting DPP status, but just have to wait until he drops in price. I think no real point getting him now. Petrarca will probably get DPP status as well if he's lucky, but yeah, can't afford him. No point. Or just can't afford Stewart. Yeah, but I don't want to stack up my defence though. That's the only thing. I think I should just get a Uber premium, like a Gawn or a Merritt type, I reckon, instead of going for a Whitfield, which, you know, he does have a pretty good matchup. He's in good form, but I think that's what my gut's kind of telling me there. Yeah, there's not really anyone else I would grab at this price point. Couldn't even get Parrish there. I could get Parrish if I got a cheaper rookie, but I don't think that's the play. I think the play is just to hold on to Short. Just, you know, he's not going to drop too much more in price. He'll be able to pump out 80s and stuff, and we can just figure out what we're going to do with him later on. I think Callahan is the one to move on. Obviously, like everyone else agrees there. What is O'Driscoll's break even? 36. We'll just wait and see if O'Driscoll pulls through or not to play against Richmond. We could probably do like a crazy trade. We could use a boost maybe. If he's not playing, then we could try something like this. And then we could get like Whitfield and who else can we get? This would bloody load for me. It's a bit bloody slow, isn't it? Can Can I get Merritt? Where are you, mate? 123k. Who is 123k? Then we'd have to get Dudley, wouldn't we? Probably not a bad shout. I think he's got job security. Far out. It's so bloody laggy for some reason. Too many people hopping on at this hour to do their trades. Have a look and see. Who else would I get rid of? Probably unlikely that I'll do this. How do you spell his name? Oh, it's because Merritt's in the bloody flex position, eh? So yeah, something like this could be the go. But yeah, I don't know if I like it or not, eh? It's like I'd have to put Kako in the flex. Could do something like this, bit out there. Just don't mind it, but then again, it's kind of like not really doing too much for my side. Just getting some more premiums, but a bit of a sideways going on as well. I don't think it's the smartest thing. I'll probably just have to wait until Whitfield has a poor game. But yeah, if this would actually work for me, that would be great. And yeah, then again, it's like, or do you do the play where you just do the one trade and swing Reed there, and I just grab Maxi Yawn for me. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it so bloody slow. Do the one play here, just grab Gorn now. He probably might drop a bit more, but I don't think he will. I think he's got a pretty nice fixture coming up as well in terms of ruck opponents, so could be a play there. At least like we've got a ruckman who's actually going to score well, but he's only averaging 101. Could do that with one trade, but I feel like it's probably not the play. My gut option probably would be to go Merritt, but let's just have a look real quick at the opponents here. Melbourne we're looking for. So apparently Essendon's bad, but 3 greens in a row. White, not a bad run. I think he will go good against Essendon. Don't know what's red, but could go this as an option if I wanted to use one trade. But yeah, what my gut is telling me to do is probably get a rookie in as well. So I'll probably use 2 trades. And yeah, that could be like, who would I get rid of? Maybe Leak. Don't have anyone to swing down back though, that's the only issue. Probably have to just not get rid of Leak, just have to have him sit on the bench, which would be a bit of a pain. Boyd, I don't know if he's ever coming back. I think Marshall scored pretty poorly as well, so Nevitt, you'd probably honestly just get rid of Henderson over Nevitt. He just doesn't look like he can score. At least you know that Nevitt can score if he does come back. This bloody computer or whatever it is just so bloody frustrating. Anyway, I'll just go over what I'm thinking. This is the most likely scenario. I think I'd probably just take the punt on a Zach Merritt, I reckon. Take the punt on him and then grab someone else like a Clay Hall maybe. I think that's what my gut feel is at this point in time anyway. I think I'm leaning towards that, but I am slightly concerned that Bo Allen might get a game soon, like this week, or next week, sorry. I think he'll come back, or he'll get his first game, sorry. Something to keep an eye out for as well, so he might be on the bubble, but I think that Clay Hall's, like, he's a mature aged, I'm pretty sure, so, and he's got good scoring compared to the other guys, so I think it's worth it, and then save a bit of cash over Travaglia. I think that's the play. Get Merritt onto the field. Could even just hold O'Driscoll. Maybe you trade him out if he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, but put him on the field against Richmond. And then, yeah, it's like, who else? Do you even field him? Just keep him on the bench there. not too bad. Yeah, this is most likely what I'll probably go forward with. And then it's just a matter of, is there a loophole going on? Yes, I can loop Reed probably with trainer. And what else? I think I'll just keep Reed on the flex just because of the Richmond matchup. And then if O'Driscoll doesn't play, might trade him out. Depends on his injury concern. But if he does, if it's only like 1 week, maybe I'll just have to field Hall, which wouldn't be the worst case scenario. But yeah, there is an option where I might go with Gawn. Just depends on team sheets and stuff like that. And then, but yeah, I think I'm pretty drawn towards like Merritt, just because his ownership is pretty low. What is it? Yeah, 8% of teams, bit of a pod really. And yeah, he's got a very nice fixture. So I think that's what, just grab the Uber premium. Like I was considering getting a Nick Dacos, but he's got Jordan Dawson, no, James Jordan, sorry, this week. So heavy tag incoming, so should be able to get him a lot cheaper. So yeah, he probably get to probably 520k if we're lucky. So no point going early on him now, I think. And yeah, if you traded in Real, that's a bit of a stitch up as well. A couple of the guys that everyone traded in just had real bad games. But yeah, I think that's the play. Merritt will be nice and fresh after a little bye, so could even be a VC option really against Melbourne. So is he going to get tagged against Melbourne? Probably not. He might, but I think it's just worth getting him in now. But yeah, who are the clear VC options? So Sarong for me, probably VC if I can. But then who would I see? Who would you see? It's a bit risky to see someone after that, I would imagine. Who's a clear VC option then? Not too sure. I think I could go like, you probably wouldn't go a Chera though, would you? Or maybe De Koning. Maybe this will be the week I VC De Koning. But yeah, Pitnett might be coming back, so that could affect his scoring. Neil against the Bulldogs. Don't think he'll be getting a tag there. Could be an option, really. Sinclair. I don't really like it. I feel like he'll probably get tagged. If Steele's not back, he'll still probably get tagged if he is back. So he does have that 160 there, but it's a bit risky for a straight C, to be honest, if Sarong fails, but pretty unlikely Sarong will fail there. So probably just do something like this. VC Sarong into Sinclair, a bit more risky there. Or I could maybe just go the Merritt option, just a bit different. Probably the play, I reckon. That's probably the safest bet. He's got some big scores the last 2 games. Oh, well, last time he didn't go too good there, but yeah, and I think the Anzac Day is coming up as well, so that'll be good. I think Merritt is a pretty nice trade-in option. He's got Sydney in the round 9, which probably won't be the best for him, but other than that, heaps of Marvel games. And yeah, he's got like West Coast, North, Richmond all in there, so I think this is the opportunity that I'll take. But yeah, probably going on a bit too long now. Have a look at the leagues. So lost in the public league somehow. The Bros League, Sons of Plander. Alex, no good, mate. Who is actually on top of the... Wonder what rank we're sitting anyway. 307, that's pretty good. Kako's Reapers, Matt is on top, and then Dorothy's Dick's Mick. Zach is coming second there, and Maltese Geezer third, and then we got C's Slayers. Kobe's up there as well. So yeah, Ryan's going pretty good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a few big scores in the league this week anyway. Have a quick look. Yeah, Malteser geezer going nuts, mate. 2,117, pretty nice. Anyone higher than him? Not too many people. Corey had a pretty good score as well there, so pretty decent league we've got going on there, which is good to see. Got the dub over CJ there, pretty lucky. He's a pretty good player. Anyway, yeah, so that's the video basically. Might just go over tips. I kind of changed the tips last minute. Probably shouldn't have changed them, so I might just do them now. Got to back my Cats in, back the Cats. Go for a 3-point win. And then the Pies versus Swans, interesting. Probably back in the Pies there. But yeah, Swans could give them a bit of an upset, I reckon, if Dacos will be tagged out of the game. So I'll just back the Swans in, go with the crowd. Suns, yeah. Wonder how much the Eagles are actually paying in terms of sports bet anyway. That'd be pretty funny, but highly unlikely. But yeah, we said the same thing about Richmond. Yeah, we'll go with the Lions, Bombers. I don't know. I think, it's a bit of a 50-50 this game, actually. We'll just go with the Bombers because we're riding the merit train. Dockers, obviously. Giants, yeah. Could be a bit closer than everyone reckons. Saints played pretty well. They seem to be in pretty good form. Fair bit of pressure as well. They seem to be a high-pressure team. Yeah, just go Hawks. Pretty safe options there. Obviously, got the Cats there. Have a look at who's winning. Only got 5 people in here, so Ben's on top there. KFC for the boys, which makes sense. But yeah, if you want to join the tipping league, there, feel free. Wonder how I'm going in this one. Yeah, probably dragging it out a bit too long. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys reckon you can do for the trades this week. Should you go Gawn? Should you go Merritt? Who knows? Whitfield's another guy. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe for more. See you later. Cheers.